Hello students, I am Akshata Jain, professor from Vidyalankar School of Information Technology. Today we are going to draw a flowchart. Flowchart is a diagrammatic representation of any given problem. In today's session, we are going to learn about the various symbols that we are going to use while drawing the flowchart. Here, we are making use of Draw.io portal for drawing the various flowcharts. So, we are going to begin with the terminal. Under the General tab, click on the ellipse symbol. Then, drag and drop the ellipse in a required place. This is termed as a terminal. The terminal indicates the start and the stop of a particular program. Any program, whenever we are going to start, it begins with the keyword start. The start keyword indicates the beginning of the flowchart. To add a text to this particular terminal, we have to click on the text symbol, then drag and drop the text symbol inside the terminal. Here I am going to write it as start. After start, the next step is to add two numbers. We need to give the input. So we are going to make use of parallelogram symbol for giving the input and printing the output for a particular program. So click on a parallelogram symbol and place it after the start symbol. Here we are going to add two numbers. So we are going to store the value of two numbers under the variable name as A and B. A and B are the two variables that are going to store the value of two numbers. Here I am going to write read A, B. Read A, B basically says accept the value of A and B from the user. The next step is known as a process. For process symbol, we are going to make use of a rectangle. Under rectangle, we can perform the various functions, either the addition, subtraction, multiplication or division or any kind of calculations that are going to take place within a particular program. So the process can be represented by a rectangle. Here in our particular process, we are going to find out the sum of two numbers. So we are going to write sum equal to A plus B. Since C is a case sensitive language, case sensitive is here it makes a difference if you have defined the variable A in capital letter in your second step, and if we are going to make use of small letter a whenever we are writing any particular expression. So the same variables, we are going to make use of the same variables. If we are going to define the variable in the capital letter, the same capital letter has to be used whenever we are describing any particular expression. After the process, the next step is we need to print the value. That is, we need to print the output of a particular program. Again, for printing the output, I am going to make use of a parallelogram. So let me place a parallelogram after the process. Now I am going to write print sum, and the last step is we have to end our particular program or end the definition of our particular program by including the stop terminal. Stop indicates the end of our particular problem. Let me write it as stop. Let me once again explain the various symbols that we have used in this particular problem. The terminal, that is your ellipse symbol, is mainly used to indicate the start and the stop of your particular program. That is basically used to indicate the beginning and the ending of your particular program. The parallelogram is mainly used to supply the input to your particular program. Over here, if I am putting the value of A as 10 and B as 20, it is going to accept the input from the user. So these A and B are termed as a variable. The next step, we are going to perform the process. The process is any required operation. So that is basically performed under your sum. Sum basically indicates we are going to add two numbers, that is A plus B. So it is represented by the rectangle. After we add the number, then we are going to print the result. It is print sum. We are going to end the flow chart by making use of a terminal symbol which indicates the stop of your particular program. Now, how do we link these different blocks of a particular program? We can link these different blocks or we can connect it by making use of a arrow symbol. Just click on the arrow button. It is used to connect the various blocks. Now we can change the colors of the background for these particular various symbols that we have used. Click on the start button and then I can fill the various colors over here. So for the terminal, I'm going to make use of a pink color, and for the parallelogram, that is for the various inputs and output, I'm making use of purple color, and for the process, I'm going to make use of a sky blue color. This is how we have drawn the flowchart. Now in order to save the flowchart, just have to go to file and then save as, give the name to your particular file. I'm going to name the file as sum. Can be saved under PNG. PNG is the one which is used to save the images. You can save the file. Sum.png is the name which is given to save the file. here we come to an end of our particular problem. So for every problem, we need to draw the solution for each and every problem, whereas algorithm basically says it is a step-by-step representation of a given problem, whereas a flowchart is a pictorial representation or a diagrammatic representation where the user can draw the diagram to solve the given problem. Thank you.